So next we will create a new chart that is total employee by gender. Okay, so for that again we will go into our data and we will go again into insert and we will create a pivot table here, and we will create it on new sheet again, and as our rules, whatever role we are going to set, we will be giving the name over here and the sheet name as well for pivot table as well as for sheet. This is the gender. Then go into our this particular field options and we will choose a gender from here. We will put it into rows and I will take the employee count from here, and employee count, I will put it into values and I will make it as count and click on OK. All right. So we have taken count of employees. Now what we have to do, we have to create a pie chart from here again, but same, we will extract the values out of the pivot chart and then we will create that. So first I will create this, I will name it as female and I will create this as male. Okay. And I will click on is equal to, and I will take it for female from here. I will again place is equal to and I will take it for male. Okay, so these are two things which I have extracted from here. Now I want to create a percentage out of this. Okay, so I will just click is equal to, or instead of that, what I will show, let's see if our values are working properly or not. So I will insert a slicer over here for gender and for education field and click on OK. So let's see for female and for male. So whenever I'm clicking on female, you can see the male value has been, it is giving a reference. Why? Because in pivot table we are extracting it from pivot table, but for male there is no value here. So it is the Excel is not understanding what value it should be there. So it is giving us the error. So we want, if there is no value for male or female over here, then we want, if it is for female, only if we are selecting female, the male value should be taken as 0 over here. So how we can do that? So for that, what we can do, in this particular formula, we will make some modification. We will add a if error statement. Okay. So what does if error do? If error, it returns us the value if value is satisfied. If it not, if it is not satisfied, what should be the value of error? So we will make it as 0. Okay, just we will close the bracket and okay. Same for this also, we will add if error, and if it is satisfying we want the value, if it is not satisfying we want it as 0, and we will click enter. So now we can see, if I click on female, male is 0. If I click on male, female value will be 0. All right. The similar way, now what we have to determine the percentage. Okay, so how many female percentage are there out of the total employees? So it is nothing but ratio of female divided by total number of employees. So I will take the female ratio, and here also we want a if error formula. We will again use if error, so we don't want any confusion or any what we can say, any error value should be displayed. So I will take female value divided by, we want total, so total is nothing but this, and I will fix this. I will just press F4, like in your laptop press F4 or function F4. So this will be what, fixed value, it will not change its cell reference. Okay, and plus we want this. Okay, means addition of male and female, that is nothing but total employees. Again I will press your function F4, close the bracket, and one more bracket is required, and okay, one second. Yeah, okay, one more argument is remaining, that is comma. If error is, if it is error, throwing error, what should be value? It should be 0, and we will drag it over down, right? So this is 0.6, this is 60. So now we want it to be converted into percentage. I will just click on percentage. We have got this value. Now what we will do, we will create a chart. So I will show you. See, if it is male, it is 100% for male and 0% for female. If it is female, this is things. And for this, it is giving us the perfect value. We are not getting any error values because these two filters we are going to use into our dashboard. All right. Now what we will do, I will select this and I will go into insert and I will add a pie chart. Okay. So this is our pie chart. I will just delete this. I will delete this as well. And this is our pie chart. So we will be using same pie chart for both male and female percentage showing. So what we will do, I'll just click on Control C and I will go on dashboard and I will paste it over here. Okay, and I will bring it over here, and what formatting I will give it as the height will be 4, and I will mention the width also 4 best, and I will just adjust it properly, sorry, 4, and we will control Z, let's adjust it properly over here, and I will just control C and control V, sorry, control C, click outside and control V, and I will make one more instance of this and I will bring it over here. So I will select both of them, go in shape format, align, middle. Okay, so they are perfectly aligned in middle center. Perfect. So now what we will do, immediately I will just format this quickly. So I will just click here and then we can go to format chart area, no fill and no line. Similarly for this, we want no fill, no line. All right. So this is what we have done. Now we will change our colors. Okay. So this is for female. The blue one is for female and this is for male. So what we will do, we will quickly format this. Our left side will be for female and this pie chart will be for male. So I will just click on format chart area. Okay. Then we can go on to this explode and I will go ahead and I will just decrease the size to let's say 70%. Okay, this looks fine. Then I will go in fill option and I will say no border line first. We don't want any border lines over this. And I will select this what we can say this saffron color or orange color. And from here I will choose this color. Alright. And then go ahead and select our blue color. And in blue color, go for gradient fill. We want it as a gradient fill. Go in more colors and I want it to be this one, that is a slightly pink color. Okay, and for this I will take it as in more colors and we will take it as a slightly this color, this one. Okay, perfect. And we will make the angle as 180. All right, so we will just change this color immediately. Okay, perfect. So this looks nice. Same procedure we will follow for this as well. First we will go on format chart area. We will say select this pie chart, go into this and take the donut size explosion as 70%. Go to fill option and say no lines. We don't want any line here. So this was for female. So again, this is for male. So first I will click on blue. So we want to gray out this blue. So I will just gray out this, and for this one, we will choose a gradient field. Okay. And I will choose the option as, let's say it is dark blue. And this one for that, we'll choose as this one. Or let's say this. Perfect. Okay. So these are the two colors which we will be using. And the next thing what we will be doing is just let me take this right towards the right corner and this towards sorry this the left corner and this towards the right corner. Okay, select both the charts again, go into the shape format, go into align and align the middle. Okay, and okay, and we just take them little up. Nice. Right. The next thing is what we want to add the symbol of male and female over here. So we will go in insert. Then we will go into illustration and in here we will go on icons. Okay. And here we will search for all. We will type people. Okay. And here we have for female and here we have for male. Sorry, this is for male and this is for female. We will just insert. These two are been generated over here. Okay. So click outside. So this is for male and this is for female. Okay. Quickly we will change the size of this. We will take it as 2 by 2. This is also 2 and this will be should be 2.1. Okay. So we will select both of them and we will go in align middle and we'll adjust them properly here. Perfect. So now we will give colors to this as well. We'll go in graphics format and we will go to the graphics fill. We will go in more fill colors and I will choose in custom, choose this color and we will take this for this. Click on OK. For male, go in graphics format, graphics fill, and we can choose this color for male. Okay. So pink will be for female and blue will be for male. All right. The next thing what we have to add is the values in between the year, right? We can add the percentage or we can add the total number of count over here. So we will go ahead and add count over here. So I have added percentage in my last dashboard. I will add a count over here, go in insert, or we can use this text box. Okay, control C and control V. The same text box we will add here. Just we will make it a little big. And instead of this, we want is equal to we will go into gender and we want the total value for female. Okay, we will go in home, we will change it to Lato black. All right, we'll increase the size center and we will make it to dark blue. Perfect. If you want, we can increase the size. So then we will again copy this, control C, control V, and we will add it over here. And we want it for male. We'll just keep is equal to as it is, and from gender we will select the value for male. And we will again add the formattings again. So, formattings, black, and this will make it as 18. Perfect. And color. Okay, so this was for male and female. So next thing what we will do, we will add the chart title. So what was our title? Let's see. So it is total employees by gender. So I will go ahead and add the title over here. So what we can do, so we will select all of these elements and go ahead and group those. Okay, means whenever we are moving any what we can say, if we want to move this element, we can simultaneously move all the what we can say other elements as well. So this is the what we can say advantage of grouping. Always work on grouping because once the objects are created, group them so they will not move here and there if you're moving them individually. All right. Then we want to add a slicer over here. Before that, we will add a text box and I will name the sheet first for the chart. It is total employees by gender. The name here has been wrong analytics. Okay. Then in shape format, we will say no fill and we will say no outline. We will go in home, change this to Lato black and we will make the font as 40 and we will change the color to uh, uh, red one, which we used initially for this, for the name of our KPIs. Alright, so this is what total employees by gender. And if we go into our this dashboard as well, so it looks fine. So just we will decrease this size somewhat and we'll make it as 13. Okay, this looks nice. Perfect. So next thing what we have to do is we have to add a slicer over here. So for that I will go ahead in gender and I will copy this slicer and paste it over here. Alright, and I will make it small and click on slicer and go into this slicer option, which is new tab and activated. Click on here two columns. We want it in the form of two columns and we will place it over here. All right. So the formatting of slicer, we will do it at last. So for now, I will just place it over here only. And if you can see, whenever I'm operating, the values are changing with respect to that. All right. So the other filters or other slicers we will operate it later. The next chart which we will be designing is the education by attrition. So for that again we will go into our the data, and here again we go into insert and create a new pivot table. Click on OK, and we will change the name of this by education by attrition. Okay, so I will just copy this name and I will apply the same to the our sheet. Okay, so now for this what we will do, we will take education from here, education, and we will put it into rows. And for next thing what we will do, we will calculate the attrition, how many people are leaving by education the company. Okay, take the attrition count into values. All right, and the next what we will do, we will create a chart of this. So we will not extract the data from here. Now we can directly create a chart from here. We will go in the pivot table analyze option and create a pivot chart over here. Go to our what we can say column chart, or we want a bar chart here, and click on OK. All right, and we just don't want any options over here, so just we will right click and hide all buttons on chart. Similarly for this, and we don't want the legend as well. We don't want chart name, we don't want the axis. All right, and we just want our data labels. All right, we will click on data labels, and now we want to sort it in descending order. So I will just right click here and sort values from largest to smallest. Okay, so with respect to that, our chart will also be valued, right? The next thing, we want the label over here, so we just made this with stat chart titles, sorry, axis, and just we don't want this axis, so I'll just delete this one. All right, and now what we will do, we will copy this and we will put it into our dashboard and control B. Right, and now we will place it over here properly, so it is perfectly fitted into our shape which we have designed. And now we will go on right click, so just click on outer area. We don't want to change the plot area. Go on outside this. This is only selected, we don't want to this to be selected, so just select this one. Go into right click and format chat area. So we don't want any fill over here, we don't want any border line. And we will go into our this particular, select the bars and go here, and we will decrease the gap width. So okay, this is fine. 75% is fine. And then we will change the colors for this as well. And for this we will go into gradient fill, and here we will choose the first color as green. Yeah, okay, we will choose the same color which we used previously, and the next color as this one. All right, so this looks nice. And then we will keep the angle as 0 degree, make it as 0 degree, close this. Right, and now for this we will select this and go to home, and we will make it bold. Similarly for this, go to home, make it bold, and increase the size a little bit. All right, so this looks fine, and we will change title, control C, control V. We will copy the same here, and we will name it as education wise attrition. All right, so this is what education wise attrition chart has been prepared. The next what we have to prepare is the next one is attrition by job role. Okay, so for that we will go to our sheet, and for this again we will go to our data. We will again create a pivot chart, pivot table, click on OK, and we will name it as attrition by job. Okay, and we will copy this and we will name it as here to the sheet as well. Alright, and from here we will take a job role, and we want the attrition as well. So from here we will put it into values. Okay, we will close this. Perfect. So this is what for we want to create a pivot table, or sorry, the pivot chart from here, that is a tree map. So when I click on pivot chart and when I go on the tree map over here, you can see you can't create this chart type with data inside the pivot table. Okay, when data is inside the pivot table, we cannot create this chart. So what we have to do, we have to extract the data from pivot table outside this chart. So what we will do, So this is what our job role. I will name it as job role. This is our job role, and this is what our attrition count. Okay. So now what I will do, I will extract this data from pivot table into this particular table. So I will just press is equal to and I will select this. Okay. So this has been extracted and I will drag it down. Okay. So you can see all the names has been dragged. Similarly, we will take the attrition count also is equal to and I will select this and I will press here. So but now when I'm dragging this down, you can see same value is repeated again. So how to what we can say make this dynamic. So if you can see whenever I'm clicking on this first option, you can see it is fixed for healthcare representative. Like for this value, it is fixed. So what we can do, we can make it dynamic. We will delete this from here and we will select this value. Okay, and we will click OK. And then we can drop it now. Okay, and you can see all the values have been taken dynamically. Now we will go ahead and select this and now we will make our chart. We will go in insert, then we will go into our tree map. Okay, so now we can see tree map has been created and we will delete this. All right, and perfect. So this looks nice and we will delete this as well. Delete. Okay, now we will copy this and we will put it into our dashboard. And we have to adjust it properly over here. Right. All right. So now we will just format this. We don't want to format the data series. Select the chart. Okay. Go in options. Then we will say no field, no border, and we will just change the color of this particular what we can say tree map rectangular shape which we have. We will go in fill and we will take this color. All right. Okay, so this looks nice. Now we will change the name as well. The sheet control C control B. See the colors, whatever we are using, you can use your own color codes, whatever you want to use, or you can keep whatever I am using. All right, and we will change this to attrition by job role. Okay, so this is our second chart. So almost more than seven, or we can say 60 to 70% of work is done. We need to create three charts and one slicer more. All right. Okay, so the next we need to create is the department-wise attrition. So again, we will go into our data. Again, we will create a pivot table. Click on OK, and I will name it as department-wise attrition. Okay, we will name the same to sheet as well. Okay, so from here we will take the department and I will put it into the rows and I want the attrition. So I will put the attrition count into values. All right. So we want the percentage over here. So we will right click and I will go to right click and summarize value as or the show values as percentage of column total. So this is what percentage of total which we have. And then we go into pivot table analyze option and from here we will insert a pivot chart from here and it is a pie chart we want. All right, then we will hide all the field labels option from here and just don't want the title. I will copy this and we will put it into our dashboard. So this is our dashboard, control V. Okay, and we will make it a little smaller and we will place it properly over here. Perfect. Then we will format the chart area immediately and we will say no fill, no line, and for this we will change the color one by one. So for first slice I will change the color and I will make it as gradient fill and yeah, so this will change it to let's take our own color from here and I will make the angle as 180 degree and here we will take this as, so for this we have taken as this and from here we will take it as this. All right, so this is first. Go to second. You can use your own color guys. Okay, not necessary to use the same which I am using. This one and this one. Perfect. So this we will change as well. So I will choose the green one or we can choose the blue. We want a gradient. We'll choose W, and from here choose this one. Perfect. So I've used some different colors for my analysis. You can use your any color. Okay. So I'm not using any specific color. The what we can say approach and whatever we are showing, that is important. All right. And for we will select this, and the line which we are using here, I will make it as 1 point. Okay. And color of line, we'll make it as this, or we will make it like this. We will just change again more. I will change the line. Okay, this looks nice. So this is our pie chart, and I will just copy the name from here, and we can name it as Departmentwise Attrition. Okay, so this is department-wise attrition. So we want to label the data as variable. So we want the data labels, and we want it to inside, or yes, center. We want it to inside. End is fine. Okay, and we will name it as white color. We will give the color as white. This one, and we will make it as bold. Similarly, for data labels, we'll increase this and make it as bold. Perfect. So this is our department-wise attrition. The next thing what we have to do is we have to create a new chart over here. That is nothing but this one. It is attrition by age group. Okay, so I will just go ahead and in our data again we will create a pivot table here. I will go in insert pivot table. Okay, we will change this to attrition by age group. Control C, and we will name the sheet as well. Okay. So now we will take age group. We have a CWF age band. I will put it into rows, and we want the attrition over here as, and we will put it attrition into values. Okay. And from here, what we have to do, we have to create a bar chart. Okay, insert and go into pivot chart, and I will create a bar chart over here. So we will just sort the values from smallest to largest. Okay, sorry, largest to smallest. Got it. And we will just hide all the field buttons. We don't want this axis, we don't want this, we don't want this, we don't want the grid lines as well. So I will just copy this, go to dashboard, paste it over here, make it a little smaller, make it smaller this as well. We will add the data labels. Okay, and now we will format our chart area. Okay, go in automatic. We don't want any line, we don't want any border, sorry, no fill, no border. Then we will go into this and we will explode this. The gap width will reduce somewhat. Okay, this looks fine. Then we will change the color as well. So we will go to gradient field, and I will make it as green. We will make it for 0 degree, and this is the second one. Okay, so this should be for all of them. So this is green. Okay, this is green, and then second we will take it as this, and we will make it the angle as 0 degree. Or first we will make it as 90. Okay, this is fine. And for this we will choose as this, and for this we will choose it as dark. Perfect. And All right, this looks nice. If you want to change color, if you want to keep apart from it green, some different color, if you want to go, okay, let's try some different colors. I will take this as this one, and I will take this as this dark. All right, this looks nice. I will just change the color as well here from. I will make it as bold, and I will increase the size. Okay, perfect. This looks nice. Then I will change this as well, make it bold, and increase the size. All right, and we will change the name here as well. We'll see Control V, and I will name it as age-wise attrition. So let's check the name first. Attrition by age group. Okay, so this was attrition by age group. Then next what we have to design is attrition by marital status. Okay, so we will go into our dashboard and we will go again into our data, and let's take another pivot table. Go to insert, go to pivot table, click OK, go to this, and we will name it by, we will only name it as marital status. Copy this, add it over here. Oops. So this is, then delete this. Okay, so now next is our, we want the marital status, we will add it into groups, and we want the attrition, we will add it into values. And from here what we have to do, need to create a funnel chart. So when we go here and we click on charts, and when we go on funnel charts, it's same like a tree chart or a tree map. We cannot create it from pivot tables, we have to extract the values outside. So we'll just make it as here as marital status, and here is what, attrition. Okay, so I will click is equal to and divorced, enter, and we will drag it down. Similarly, we will take the attrition from here. So when we drag it down again, we can see the same value is repeated. So we will make this dynamic over here, which we done for the tree map. I will select this, enter, and then we can drag it down. All right. And now when I will select this, go to insert, and we will select the chart from here. That is the funnel chart, and we'll click on OK. Okay. And we can sort this now. We will sort this by smallest to largest, or largest to smallest. Okay, we have to sort this, sorry. All right, so this is our chart. Then we will delete this, and we will copy this, and we will put it onto our dashboard. Okay, so we'll just adjust it properly over here, and we will add it over here properly. Okay, then we will go to format chart area, and we don't want any field, we don't want any line over here. We will click on this, and we will add a gradient fill over here, and for this we will choose some another color. So let it be this, and for here we will make it as this. Okay, and instead of one, it will make it as 180. Okay, so this looks nice. So this was our funnel chart. So just Control C and Control V. We'll add it over here, and we will make it as attrition, attrition by marital status. Okay, so almost everything is completed, guys. Now we need to add our slicers over here, right? So first what we will do, we will bring all the slicers here, and then we will change the formatting of those, right? Add the slicers, we will go in any of the chart which we have created. Okay, and go in the what we can say, select this pivot table, go in pivot table, analyze, and in slicers, go in insert slicers, and here we want it by education field, and we want it by department. Okay, and I will just click on both, and these are the two slicers which we are going to use. So I will just Control C, and I will put it here onto dashboard. Okay, So these are the two slicers which we are going to use. So we will just what we can say, insert here it properly into this our text boxes. Okay. Okay, so this is fine. Then we will add department as well. Perfect. Okay. The next thing what we have to do is we will give our formatting to the slicers as well. So I will select any of the slicers, go into this slicer and right click here, right click on this particular what we can say, or we can say click on this drop down here, click on this drop down and go on new slicer style. And for here I will name it as slicer. Okay. So for whole slicer, I will just format this and the fill which we want into the slicer is this color which I want is. I will click on OK. And for header, I will not choose any header because we are going to hide the header. Then we want the selected item with data. And for this, I want the font as I will choose the Calibri body and will make it bold. And for borders, okay, we will keep the border. And for fill options, I will add the fill effects over here and I will choose this color for this and this for this second one, and we'll make it as horizontal vertical. Okay, click on OK, click on OK, and with no data, I will go to format and I will go on fill effects again, and for here I will choose as this, and for second color I will choose as this, and I will click on horizontal again. OK, click on OK. For unselected as well, same pattern we will use. We'll use as black, and this will be this vertical, so we'll use this black. Okay, click on OK. Okay, and we now click on this slicer, go to there and select this. Okay, similarly we need to add our whatever the format data which we have here, we want to make it into white color. So again we will go to slicer settings and modify here. Okay, so for whole slicer or selected item, and the font which we want is wise, but color we want is this. Okay, okay, right. Similarly for this we will add the same format, and for this as well we will add the same format here. Okay, so the next thing is we will right click on slicer setting. I don't want to display the header. Here as well I will go to slicer selecting and I don't want to display the header. Okay, and header I will add here manually. So sorry, control Z. I want the header, but I don't want the text. So I will just delete the text. Okay. Similarly here as well, I don't want text. Okay, because we want this option to be visible, right? It is nothing but it indicates that what we can say, to select the all options, right? To clear the filter. Then we will go into insert and text box, and I will add a text box over here, and I will name it as education field, and we can modify this slicer quickly. I will go to home, make it as bold, center. Okay, and we will give it as color as blue. Similarly, we will shape format, no outline, no fill. Okay, Control C, Control V. We will keep it here and we will name it as department. All right. So this looks nice. Now what I can see whenever I'm clicking on these particular things, you can see only this particular chart is getting filtered out. So what we have to do, we have to give the report connections. Okay, so report connection is nothing but by operating this slicer, which chart should be filtered out. Okay, so we want all to be filtered out, so we will select all of this and I will click on OK. Okay, similar, we can see now everything is filtering out, right? Similarly for this as well, we will change our report connections, and we will select all the things and click on OK. Similarly for this as well, we'll go to report connections and we will select all of them. Perfect. Now whenever I'm clicking on this, you can see everything is filtering out with respect to that particular slicer. So this is what we have created, our dynamic Excel dashboard, that is HR Analytics dashboard. I hope you have learned so many things from here. And if you like this video, if you learned something good, so I request you to please subscribe the channel, like the video and share it with your friends, and turn on the notification bell, so the further videos which I will be uploading, you will get a notification and you can watch those and learn some from them as well. So see you in the next one. Thank you guys. Bye bye.